We ready, everybody? Yeah. 7:02. We ready here? I don't think I've ever rapped the gavel in 8 years, but we'll rap it tonight. We're gonna start our meeting. Good evening, everybody. You can do better than that. This is the most people I've seen here ever. I think in 8 years there hasn't been this many people if you add all the meetings up. Well, maybe some of the flood meetings, but as far as the board meeting is concerned. And welcome to everybody. Today is May 9th, 2017. Toward the end of the board meeting, we will be swearing in the new board. So I'd like to welcome everybody here once again and call our meeting to order. It looks like it's 7:03, 7:04. And I would ask everyone to stand for the presentation of the colors. We have Boy Scout Troop number 1.
Color guard dismissed. Thank you. Please be seated.
Ms. Sherby, would you please call our roll for this evening?
Trustee Calhoun.
Present.
Trustee Celestino.
Present.
Trustee Perry.
Present.
Trustee Rita.
Present.
Trustee Stecker.
Present.
Yorkovich.
Present.
President Bowie.
Present, we do have a quorum, and thank you, everybody, for attending. Edward Coliani, if you would do me a favor and have your scouts come up here for a moment. I want to give them something. Okay. Need one more? No, you're not good. You're not good till I say you're good. Life for tomorrow, the Boy Scouts. To you and your troop for all the good stuff that you do. It is quite old and probably should be in a frame in a museum somewhere along the road. It's all yours now. Thank you. Oh, this is the fun time here, presentations. Okay, you know what? Let's do the,
Mix it up.
oh my God, okay, all right. We have a Kids to Parks Day proclamation.
Whereas on May 20th, 2017, the Kids to Park Day organized and launched by the National Park Trust, and whereas the Kids to Park Day empowers kids and encourages families to get outdoors and visit America's parks. And whereas it is important to introduce a new generation to our nation's parks because of the decline in park attendance over the last decades. This is true. Whereas we should encourage children to lead a more active lifestyle to combat the issues of childhood obesity, diabetes, hypertension, and Whereas Kids to Parks Day is open to all children and adults across the country to encourage a large and a diverse group of participants. Whereas Kids to Parks Day will broaden children's appreciation for the nature and outdoors. Now therefore Sam Julia, the president of the Village of Westchester of Illinois, do hereby proclaim and participate in the Kids to Park Day. I urge residents of Westchester to make time on May 20th to take their children in their neighborhood and to their parks.
Thank you, Trustee Yurkovich.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Now, we welcome the Illinois Police Association.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mayor Puglia, Mayor-elect Gattuso, and our elected trustees. My name is Brian Karatko. I'm a Westchester resident. I'm here with Roger Wiggins, another Westchester resident. We represent the Illinois Police Association, the Tri-County Division here in Cook County. As many of you know, our mayor here has been a police officer for almost 40 years of service. What a lot of you don't know is part of his service was many, many years in the Illinois Police Association Honor Guard. The Illinois Police Association is the oldest police organization in the state of Illinois, founded in 1901. We came before Capone. Also, the Tri-County Division, which is based here in Cook County, we are the only honor guard in the state. When retired law enforcement officers would pass away, the honor guard members would come to their funeral to pay respects and to let them know that they will never be forgotten. Sam will attest that some of those funerals that we attended across our area here, the honor guard members outnumbered the mourners.
I was a guest speaker today at the Cook County Police Memorial in the City Alliance. They're presently raising money to put up a memorial at the Cermak Pool area. The City Alliance, they have all the plans, they have everything ready to go. I would encourage everybody here and any organization that if you know anyone that could contribute to this endeavor, it's probably going to be about $1 million. I know they've been collecting money for a little bit of time, but they could always use more. It's going to be a beautiful memorial for the Cook County fallen officers. I would encourage everyone here to certainly contact Brian. He's one of the founding members of that memorial site, and Roger as well, and they've done their damnness to bring a memorial to Cook County for the Cook County police officers. So if anyone is so endowed with some contacts, please contact Brian, who is also our chairperson of our Police and Fire Commission at this point, and does a wonderful job in that. So please support the Cook County Police. Thank you.
Okay, we now ask for American Legion Post number 1437 to come up.
Good evening. My name is Stan College. I'm the appreciation of your many years of dedicated service as president of the Village of Westchester, Illinois. This recognition is also presented to Sam Puglia for his commitment to the revitalization and commitment to Colonel A.L. Brody, American Legion Post 1437. The community and veterans of Westchester, in conjunction with the American Legion Department of Illinois, express our heartfelt thanks for your continued loyalty and friendship, which will long be remembered, appreciated, and as we all continue to serve God and country. Presented this 9th day of May, 2017.
So you guys don't have the Westchester pins. Janet, can we have some pins for our guests?
Absolutely.
Don't run away.
I want you to fill your pocket up.
$500 on eBay.
Okay. We just
Limited edition. I just wanted to present this. It says here, Village of Westchester, in honor of your service, May 2009 to May 2017, presented to Sam P. Quinn, the village president. In appreciation and recognition of your 8 years of leadership, professional service, and dedication to the Village of Westchester and its citizens. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, if he is not. To say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. A big apology. You know, when I write my newsletter, it's 15 days earlier and writing everything, and I forgot to mention in the newsletter that Celestine was leaving the board with me. And I apologize for that. It was brought to my attention. I go, no way, I didn't. So I want to publicly apologize to Celestine for leaving her out. She's a force that would never be left out. And I love her to death. She's been a great board member, not only here, but also on the Broadview Westchester Water Agency, where she serves as the secretary. But she's a secretary, like all the members of that board, who have a voice in deciding how we operate. Truly learned a lot from Celestine, and I certainly listened to her advice at times, and we got things going. So she's a great person, and I did want to acknowledge her that she is leaving with me.
I'm not going to leave you.
Maureen's going to Peoria tomorrow, so there's an opening. But,
Sam, don't let her go yet. Sam,
sorry?
don't let her go yet.
Don't let her go yet. For you, Ryan. Village of Westchester, honor of your service, May 2013 to May 2017, presented to Celestine Rita, village trustee, in appreciation and recognition of your 4 years of professional service and dedication to the village of Westchester. Presented this 9th day of May 2017 by me, Andy Fulia, and the entire board of trustees and all your friends. Anyway, as you know, Shirley Miller served as our clerk for the last 4 years, when she decided to get into the game, and is now your elected village trustee. Although she always had a voice with me, and a number of occasions at the board meetings, I would always ask Shirley. I never thought that the village clerk position was just a position of writing down documents and writing down what I say or what the board says, but an active participant in village government. So I consider Shirley my equal and certainly the equal of all the board members here. So with that, Village of Westchester, in honor of your service, May 2013 to May 2017, presented to Shirley J. Miller, village clerk, in appreciation and recognition of your 4 years of professional service and dedication to the Village of Westchester, presented this 9th day of May 2017 by me and certainly all your colleagues on the board. We love you to death, and you're going to do a great job. Actually, I'm just getting started. Not done yet. Mom, I'm getting rid of stuff in the house. I know you're a great one supporter. I've had this since September 11th. The day my cousin was killed, dropped the tower on him. And I thought no better place than to hang this in the Westchester Fire Department in a place of honor. And Nick would certainly attest to that. Sure. 343 officers and firefighters that were killed necessarily that are in the Angels.
I'll hang at a training room where hundreds of guys come and go and train in our department.
I know you, Angelo, is Italian. And I know Tommy Yurkovici is Italian as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Frank, you're already Italian, so you're in good shape. Because I forgot you, Celestine. Village trustee, 2013 to 17. Celestine Rita, thanks for swinging the bat. Since I've the board of legislated no more floods, I got you the flood guard, man. Find the pipe, put it in, no more floods. Greg, they call you the Batman, so I have an original McDonald's Happy Meal.
This is pretty.
And for your lovely wife, Sarah Van. I'm not a public speaker. Normally I sit in the background, but I do have to say this, that it's this man who's got me here in a couple parts. One, he took a chance on an 18-year-old and a stack of 75 applications and put me in place as a part-timer. Then took it a step further and demanded that the board hire another full-time person and kept me there and added to the staffing level of the 911 center. So if it wasn't for him doing that, I wouldn't be in the position I'm here now. I thank you for that, and I'll always remember that. My mother-in-law. There's Melissa Mirabelli. Where did she go? Where is she? There.
That's nice, Melissa. I get a trophy, you get flowers. We'll have to talk about that in the office tomorrow.
Almost forgot about Maureen. How could I do that? We had the bottom of the river. For the new First Lady. Questions to give as many visitors as possible an opportunity to speak. In the interest of adjourning the meeting by 9, please limit your comments to 0.5 seconds in length unless further time is granted by the board. So if anyone wants to say anything, now's the time to fire away. Going once, twice. Somebody say something. Nothing, okay. Well, item number 7, consent agenda. Approval of record of bills ending 5/4/17 in the amount not to exceed $1,779,590.90. And we have minutes of March 28th, 2017, Board, of the 28th Committee of the Whole, of April 11th, Village Board, April 11th, Committee of the Whole, April 11th, Exec Session, April 20th, Village Board, April 20th, Committee of the Whole, April 20th, Executive Session. Is there a motion and a second for their approval?
We're on the consent.
You got C. You got a whole mess of. You got 2 pages.
Oh, Mike, I'm sorry. Item C, approval of monthly reports, Community Development, Police, Fire, Public Works. An ordinance awarding the contract to Finishing Touch Cement and Masonry Incorporated for curb and driveway apron repair service in the amount of $23,700, which was a bargain. An ordinance granting a special use permit for a planned unit development for the Highlands Golf Course Clubhouse, and a resolution authorizing the engagement of Sickich LLP for professional auditing services for the fiscal year ending April 30th, 2017, in the amount not to exceed $36,816. If I may, I just want to pull E just for a moment for some comments to get those on the record. Does anyone else need anything pulled? If not, is there a motion and a second for the approval of everything but E as in Edward?
Motion. Second.
Celestine and Nick. Any additional questions or comments on any of those? If not, Sherby, please the roll.
Trustee Calhoun.
Aye.
Trustee Celestino.
Aye.
Trustee Perry.
Aye.
Trustee Rita.
Aye.
Trustee Stecker.
Aye.
Trustee Yocum.
Aye.
President Fuller.
Aye, motion carries. Item number E, a motion and a second for an ordinance granting a special use permit for planned unit development for the Chicago Highlands Golf Clubhouse.
So moved.
Second. Angelo, and was it and Frank? I'm certainly in favor of this project, and the comments that I have are just relative to the record. This item appeared before the Plan Commission and was given approval for us. As you all are aware from the comments from the chair, over time there is a water pressure issue as it relates to those buildings at the golf course. And I just wanted to make sure, and I have been assured by the fire chief, that whatever is necessary to get the exact flows and pumping as we need will be built when the clubhouse is put up. I am in favor of the clubhouse, certainly have been for all these years, but we do have an issue. It's a dead end of a non-looped system. And back in the day in 2006, when the golf course was planned and put out there, there was a development planned as well to run another 12-inch line down to Wolf Road and attach to our system there. That may or may not happen in the future, but if it does not happen, I want to make sure that the sufficient flow of water to support any sprinkler system or any drinking water use at the clubhouse is in effect. And I have been assured by the fire chief that when the plans are being submitted, that will occur. So I'm happy to go ahead with this, but this was an issue for a number of years, and even in Paul's prior years before me, and we want to see this happen, but again, we want to make sure that anyone using and visiting our facilities are as safe can be. So I've been assured of that, and I believe we'll be going forward with that again. So if there's no other comments by any other members of the board, Sherby, would you call the roll?
Reverend Mills, he was with me today at the police memorial, and you did an excellent job, sir, in your invocation and your benediction for the fallen officers of Cook County. Paul Dowd, Broadview Westchester Water Agency official, is here. A lot of faces. Steve Sarasuelo, from the Chamber of Commerce, President Steve Busa. I think he's been the only president of the park board forever. I think he got that job when he was 2. So, Derek Gordon back there as well. Joe Christopher, Commissioner Christopher as well. State's Attorney Gattuso. Everybody's guilty, lock them up. Thank you for that. Jimmy Dumas here? Where's Jimmy? Jimmy. He knows everything about our water, everything there. And it wouldn't be fitting without Katie Knopfsinger there, former employee and other special events, took over from Molly, did an excellent job as well. And Maureen Potempa is here as well, wherever she had to leave. Maureen is here as well. Bill Ernst, Mike Otters, Tom McCarthy, another police and fire commissioner, host of people here, Frank Esposito, the new acting chief for the village of Willow Springs. Congratulations, sir. So many faces here, so many. Mr. Gattuso, Father Gattuso, your calling. Thank you for being here as well. And, I'm really pleased that you're here for this adventure. Okay, I think I got everybody. If I forgot, I am sorry. Swearing in the village president, Paul Gattuso. Paul, do you have someone to swear you in?
Yes, I did.
Please step up, Judge. Where?
Said that for many years at Adventure.
Judge Danny Weber. Thank you, Judge.
Let me help you.
Okay, thank you.
I forgot
forgot to wear my Paul Pizza shirt. I wore it the last time. By the way, the car's out there running. There's a couple pizzas ready to go.
You were supposed to deliver them before you got here. Sure. Everybody think you swear you did? Yeah, you can hear it.
Are you ready? Behave. Okay. Raise your right hand. I state your name. As President of the Village of Westchester,
President of the Village of Westchester.
do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear.
I will uphold the Constitution of the State of Illinois
Constitution of the State of Illinois.
and the Constitution of the United States
Constitution of the United States.
to the best of my ability.
To the best of my ability.
Congratulations, President.
I just have to say, just a couple. Danny and I have been friends for the past 33 years. I met Danny when I first came into town and opened up Paul's on 31st and Downing. And the world is so small that I went to Morton East High School, graduated out of Morton East High School. And there was a dean, it was my gym coach, and then a dean named Weber. You know, Weber is a common name, so I never put two and two together. Well, one day, Danny came into the restaurant, we talked, and we hit it off right away. So he says, do you play golf? I grew up in Cicero. Golf wasn't the biggest thing in Cicero. Okay, so, and I said, no, I never did, but I'm willing to learn. So he said, I'll teach you. So he helped me try to learn this game of golf. So he says, we're short a guy on Sunday. Would you mind coming? I said, Dan, I don't even have clubs. He says, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it. So he got me a set of clubs, and I says, okay, pick me up at the restaurant, and we'll go golfing. So he picks me up, and I says, who are we going? He goes, oh, my brother, another guy, this and that. So he picks me up, and he has the clubs in his car, so he goes, come on, get in. I get into the back seat of his car, and who's sitting in the back seat of his car? His brother, Jim, who was my gym coach and dean at Morton East High School. So I get in the car, and I says, Mr. Weber. And he goes, Paul, how are you? So we say hello. Dan turns around and says, you two know each other? I told you I went to Morton East. And we've been the best of friends since then. And I'll tell you, throughout my years in this town and everything, the advice and just the direction that Dan has given me has been unbelievable. And he's my dearest friend, and I love him dearly. Kevin, swearing me in. He's the best.
This will be up there very shortly.
Oh, God. Got it? Sam,
Judge, did you get in, Judge?
come here. Come here. Keep your hands above my waist.
Okay.
One other thing before we go anywhere. Listen, boss, and I say this 8 years ago, we did this the opposite way. And I'm going to say something. With that day, I knew that this place was in great hands, and I knew you did the best job ever. And as we said during the elections, it's not you, it's me. And we both said that, we always did, and we always stayed with the other and best of friends of what we did. And I have to tell you, you did a fantastic job in this village. Everything that's been done around here, you put your heart and soul into it. Blood, sweat, and tears. You pulled every weed that we could find. I mean, you did everything that you could have done for this town, and everybody's proud of you. And look at tonight at everybody here paying our respects to us. The other thing I want to tell you is with the consent of this board, we'd like to put a memorial in the park at the water fountain for you, with a big plaque in there and a monument with your name, dedicating that piece for you, for all the work you have done there. And if I can get, I'm putting the board on the spot to do this, but I would love to have that in honor of you and bring you back when that's all set and have a nice little thing, presentation at the park one day. And I hope everyone else agrees that that would be. You want to call up?
I will uphold to the Constitution of the State of Illinois and the Constitution of the United States to the best of my ability. Congratulations.
I just going to keep it short and sweet. I just want to thank everybody for the continued support. This is going to be my third term. Looking forward to it. And if I could just have my wife and my daughter come over. I couldn't do this without them. My daughter Tegan, my wife Catherine, and my other daughter Adeline. Next, we have Trustee Angelo.
I state your name. As trustee of the Village of Westchester. Do solemnly swear. I will uphold the Constitution of the State of Illinois. And the Constitution of the United States. To the best of my ability. Congratulations.
Just a couple of things I want to say. It has been an honor serving with Sam. I have learned a lot from this man that I will continue to use as my next, during my next 4 years of trustee here. I'm going to serve you guys to the best of my ability, like I said, in the swearing in. And I did want to acknowledge too my wife Gina, my daughter Jessica, my son Angelo, my daughter Taylor, my mother Dominica, my mother-in-law Mary Ann. My brother-in-law's here, Manny, my sister Denise, sister Lisa. Everybody came out, really means a lot to me. And two other things. Sherby, it's been a pleasure serving with this clerk. It's going to be even more of a pleasure now serving with the trustee up there. And Celeste, good friend, it's been an honor serving with you up there. So, thank you. Thanks, everybody. Next, we have Trustee Sherby J. Miller.
Raise your right hand. I state your name. As trustee of the Village of Westchester. Do solemnly swear. I will uphold the Constitution of the State of Illinois. And the United States Constitution. To the best of my ability. Congratulations.
Before I ask my family to come up, I just wanted to also just acknowledge Sam. I'm humbled to accept this position as trustee. I want to thank all that have helped me get here. Let me first start by thanking God for opening doors, and I want to thank those who have come before me. I thank my family who continue to show me their undying love and support for me for all of my endeavors. I thank my extended church members and my church family, friends and supporters who constantly keep me lifted up in prayer and encourage me. But Sam, I want to thank you for reaching out to me and having a heart for me. Thank you for your leadership. Over the years, thank you for your leadership over the years and the love that you have shown for me and this village. We have been blessed to have you. There's a Bible verse that says, may the works that I've done speak for me, and your works have certainly spoken for you. The life that you've lived and your works have spoken for you. You have a legacy to be proud of, and I am proud of you. Be proud of all of my friends, and I pray that I can just continue to uphold that legacy as a good friend. My mother and my sisters and my extended family.
Don't be shy. We embarrass everybody. Congratulations.
Before we go, I'd like to have my family stand up in front of the room. My family, please just stand for 1 second. As always, when we do these jobs, it always takes time from our kids, family life, and everything else. And I want you to understand, I tell my family, number one, I love you all dearly. Number two, thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this. And also the village people of Westchester, thank you for the opportunity for serving you again. I just love doing this. It's something that's in my heart. To my family, my dad, 86 years old, comes and helps me every day. We chop bread together, yell and scream at each other, but we love us. We love each other very much. Come here. Come here. This is going to be hard. We just lost our mom. In July, who's been our glue, everything, you know what I mean? Our mom. And Frankie, you know what it's like. And I know she's smiling at all of us right now, and she's so proud of all of us. And I just want to mention, hey Mom, we're doing good. Thank you for helping us. And tell my dad that everything is well, and that we're going to be strong and keep going. This family is fantastic. I have my 4 kids, which are my daughter, Christina. Stand up, baby. I know you're short like Richie. My son, Anthony. My daughter, Anna, with our beautiful grandchild, Cece. My other granddaughter, Alania. My baby sister, Tina. My little sister, Connie. Now listen, my older sister, Nancy. My cousin, Sunday. Get up. My brother-in-law, Tony. My daughter, Lisa. My son-in-law, Mark. Other daughter, Christina. Best is last. My beautiful wife. This lady has been there and given me strength to move forward and keep going and doing things and doing them the right way. I love her dearly, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to serve all these people. Look at all these people. We're going to do a fantastic job for them, as Sam did, and we're going to carry on the legacy that's been going on with the Scouts, and everything that we've been doing is still the same. We're just going to keep moving forward. Love you guys all. Looking forward to a great 4 years and many things we want to do. Looking to making Westchester as it is the best place around. I can't wait to get it done. Judge.
I think our next item on our active agenda is an ordinance appointing Jessica A. Spencer as deputy clerk of the village of Westchester. The motion is
So moved.
for approval.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Garrett.
Aye.
Trustee Rita. Aye. Trustee Stecker.
Aye.
Trustee York.
Aye.
Trustee Calhoun. Trustee Celestino.
Aye.
President
Aye, motion carries. I would ask Jessica to step forward. Judge Weber, would you please do us the honors of swearing Jessica in as
I will do the honor. Before I do that, though, I want to say one thing about Paul and the Gattuso family. I have known them for many, many years. The matriarch of the family passed away, but it always will be in our hearts, had an effect on me. And the one thing I can say about the Gattuso family, the word Gattuso and family are spelled the same. I state your name. Do solemnly swear as deputy clerk of the village of Westchester that I will uphold the Constitution of the state of Illinois and the United States Constitution to the best of my ability.
Before we switch the guard, I just have a couple of things to say. I had 3 different speeches for today, but in light of today's evening, I'll just thank everybody for their support for me for the last 8 years. Certainly everyone in this room, my family, brother, Jimmy, my sister Rosemarie that could not make it today, certainly my son Joe and his family, and Steve and his family as well. You know, being the village president is a difficult role as well. We work under the village manager form of government, and the president runs the meetings, and with the board we try to make decisions that affect all of your lives in the best light that we can. I think we've done that over the last 8 years that I've been sitting here. I'm sure that 8 years ago you remember our Westchester Comes First party, same people that was here. We had these brochures put out, does your street look like this? And we promised to do our best to make things better. I think we've done a great job over the last 8 years in accomplishing a good part of those goals. Certainly we're not done by any stretch of the imagination, because we don't have the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow that we'd all like to spend to get stuff done. But under the leadership of Janet, Stanley, and the board of trustees that we've had here, and the people that have sat in the director's seat as department heads, we have worked tirelessly to do the best job that we can for you. Certainly there are times that we stumbled, fumbled, and had fallen a little bit. But again, it's a testament to all of us to get ourselves back up and do the job that you appointed us to do as a town. I put a couple of quotes down that I'll end with before we switch seats and Paul can take over. That a man who is not willing to fight for what he wants deserves what he gets. This is from Lyndon Johnson. Being president is like being a jackass in a hailstorm. There's nothing to do but stand there and take it. And success is more luck than you have to believe it yourself and make it happen. That's Richard Branson. And keeping it short goes a long way is another one. But when I got elected, most of you don't know my father, but he was not in favor of me taking this position. He told me that he would put my sign up, but he wouldn't vote for me. My dad was a police officer here and retired as chief in 1982. He in fact told me that I was an idiot. And I added that to his picture that hung in my office for all these years, that you are an idiot. But in the last couple of years, I added the word big to it. So, I know maybe I was doing something idiotic, Dad, when I took this job, but I hope that I may be proud at least of what I did to the best of my ability. To ask my brother Jim, I was always the black sheep. And I don't think anybody, whether they were a grade school or high school person, thought that I would ever amount to anything but having a son of. I'll close with my favorite author, Theodore Roosevelt. It is not the critic who counts, nor the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcomings. Theodore Roosevelt, citizen in a republic in Sorbonne, France, April 23rd, 1910. Like I've mentioned to Celestine and Sherby and all the people here, you got to get in the game. Now is more difficult than ever being a political figure, which I never thought I was. I'm a police officer. Day one till the end. I sat in a seat that Paul won for me, and he allowed me to have this seat for a short period of time. And I want to thank him for that. He'll do a great job as your mayor, hands down. We have a great town here. I've lived here 64 years almost in December. Worked here my whole career as a police officer, school board, and everything else. And Westchester is the best town around. And it's because I was surrounded with leaders like this, people like you, to back me up. Because we have a great town. We have a terrific town. And we have one of the best. And I'm going to miss sitting in this seat, bittersweet as it is, but I know you're in terrific hands with the staff that's here, Janet and Matt, and certainly the trustees and my friends in Public Works, and certainly my love of the police department and the fire department as well. that you couldn't ask for anything better. These guys give 110% every day, every minute of every day. And I laud them for all their services here, public works, police, fire, administration. We have the best. So it's been an honor to be your president. I'm going to call it a day and ride off into the sunset. Again, you'll probably see me sweeping the curbs. I passed a bunch of people who cut their grass, and the grass was in the curb, and I was having a fit today. We've had a couple of disaster declarations, and in all reality, I don't want to have it. It's a very difficult time. So, again, thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful night.
I will. See you later.
All right, Stan, can you call the roll, please? Call the roll.
Take it off of the...